one play touchdown against man defense. What is up, everybody? Today we're going to be covering a money play found in Type Flex in the Arizona Cardinals offensive playbook. The play is called Wheels Cross. Now, the reason this play is so good is because of Washington running this wheel route. Now, what's unique about this certain play is Moncrief in a cover 3 is actually going to pull outside third to the same side of where this wheel route is. For example, Washington's running a wheel route, that outside third on his side is going to be pulled in by Moncrief. Now, Juju Smith and McDonald are also an option if they decide to shade over the top, or if they just run a cover 3 sky where they have curl flats. Curl flats will back off and play over the top, and they'll play the wheel route fairly well. So we're going to go ahead and run this play as is. We're going to watch for our drag. You can watch for the crosser. You can just dot that up real fast. Now, if they shade underneath, you're going to have the wheel route open practically immediately. And all you have to do is just run this play stock. Now, you can also motion out whoever your running back is. Preferably have somebody a little bit faster. There's a running back on the Steelers that does have 90 speed. But if you're to motion out Connor, you now have wheel routes on both sides of the field. Same principle applies as long as you motion him out. Look for Connor late or Washington late if they run curl flats. Hard flats, look for them early. Go ahead and snap this one more time. This time we'll look for Washington on the wheel route down the sideline for an easy dot. That might have been a touchdown. It's really close. But you also notice if you motion this wheel route, I want to point this out real fast. If you motion out this wheel route, it kind of messes up how that outside third. I don't understand how that messes it up. Even in game, it does. It kind of messes up that outside third. So if you leave it stock as is, the outside third is going to be pulled inside, allow your wheel route to get open. Now let's go ahead and get into cover 2. Now we're in a simple oak Tampa 2. Cloud flats out on the field. Cloud flats. Same thing, Washington. If they shade underneath, Washington's going to be wide open for a one-play touchdown. If they shade over the top, Washington's going to be guarded for a brief, not brief second, but he's going to be guarded for a bit. But eventually the cloud flash is going to give up and come down for who knows what reason. The real money play right here is going to be Moncrief on this crossing route. Now there's a couple different things you can do against a cover 2. You can streak Juju Smith, and then you can put your tight end on a little hitch route and block your running back, so you have a little playmaker ability, or you can just leave it stock as is. Now I usually like to block my running back, but if I know they're in a cover 2, what I often like to do is motion out my running back because his wheel routes beat cover 2, especially if it is a hard flat, even a soft squat. So for now, let's just go ahead and leave it as is. We're going to block James Conner, and we're going to just run the play. So right here, B, you'll see he will get open along the sidelines, but you see right there, well, that's a hot dot. You got the wheel route open as well earlier than this crossing route. Let's run this one more time. This time we'll look for James Washington or whoever his name is on the sideline. So right here, we're looking for X, looking for X, looking for X, looking for X, and one play. That should be a one-play touchdown against a cover 2. Ben, make this throw. Come on, maybe we have to touch pass or lob pass it. No, if we do that, then it just kind of messes it up. Anyways, Ben's just not able to throw. He's got he got a noodle arm. He can't make any accurate throws right now. So this is against cover 2 again. So if they shade underneath, the wheel route's going to be open a lot quicker. Now, if you're worried about that cover 2 playing that crosser a little bit better, you can always just streak Juju Smith and help pull that deep half out, which allows you to get that crossing route in a lot better. Now, of course, then you have to deal with the wheel route getting open. Primarily against a cover 2, we're almost always looking for the wheel route. The wheel route is your money every single time. Even if they shade underneath, shade over the top, he's going to get open at some point. So again, this is cover 2. We're going to cover 0. Cover 0, our man defense is going to toast this. It's just going to kill it. So right here, we're looking for Washington to just burn his man. He's just not going to be able to keep up with him. You can see right there, that's man defense, and that's a one-play touchdown against man defense with the wheel route. Man defense gets killed by wheel routes. I don't know why. I just think they can't predict when that wheel route's going to break up field, and so they just get left behind the dust. Now, of course, you can motion out Washington, but just leaving it stock as is just going to beat man no matter what. Now, when you're talking about James Conner, whoever your running back may be, doesn't matter. You can motion him out. Now, you've got to have a little bit of speed, but he occasionally will be able to beat a wheel route as well. You can see right there, he beats his wheel route. Now, of course, he's going to beat that because that is a linebacker getting manned up to him. But Washington is going to be open every single time against man coverage. Now, we also have Juju Smith running this little drag route. Now, he has a what is it, Slot-O-Matic? I can't remember exactly what it is. He'll be an option as well. Now this crossing route, you've got to have a fast wide receiver, somebody with somewhat decent route running. He's not really going to be a read, as you can see right there. He just absolutely bagged, but both A and Y were both wide open in that situation as well. Now we talked about in a cover 3, if we were to shade underneath, we're going to go to a cover 3 hard flat. Again, Washington, wide open early. You can see dot, as long as you can actually get a good throw. But you can see wide open as well. Now these drags are going to be boxed. Let's please make, oh my goodness, make a better throw, Ben. But you can see shade underneath, it's going to be wide open. Now in a cover 4 drop shot 2, the same principle as a cover 3 applies. You have curl flats. Again, wheel route open late. But as always, you can take your underneath stuff immediately. Now, if they shade underneath, your wheel route's going to be open early. If they leave it stock, your wheel route is going to be open late. So we'll just let it run, let it run, let it run, let it run, pass lead it to the outside, and dot. That's going to have to be a user play. So again, wheel route. That's not open. We're going to take our little drag. If the shade underneath, you have the crosser over the top. It's really simple reads to make. Now, of course, you can always motion out James Conner. If you are noticing they're starting to put hard flats out there, both wheel routes now going to get wide open. Very, very easy to do. You can see right there, we can fit it in under the deep quarters and the hook curls for an easy dot with that crossing route. This play is extremely effective, really good to get pretty much open against any kind of zones your opponents are going to put out there. If they man up, it's going to get bombed over the top. It's just a super good play. Again, wide receiver cross out of the Atlanta Falcons type flex. So that's going to take care of this video. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure you hit that subscribe button for more money plays, blitzes, tips, etc. And until next time, this has been T Meister. Get in the lab. See ya.